you can see it's got the table base, the table pole, and the tabletop. So there's 3 different attach points on this table that I could put different textures. So what I want to show you is how to make something your own material. So instead of bringing in a texture for this, let's, in our asset tab right here, I'm going to right click and create a material. So now I have a material, right? I'm going to call this silver, S-I-L-V-E-R, right? And now I have a blank material. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a browser here. Let me bring this in. I'm going to type in silver hex code, right? Now, if you really want to memorize it, you can see it's Cocoa, C0, 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 right? If I click on silver and I click on this little color, I'm going to go C0, C0, C0. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my metallic, turn it way the heck up, and take my smoothness way the heck up. And look at that. Now I can drop that in. Look at that. I got a silver pole. See that?
That's awesome.
Right. Now let's make a gold table for the top. So we're going to go create a material. And before I do anything else, we're going to pull up my handy dandy notebook. Here we go. Hold on.
That's hilarious.
Like that. So gold hex code in Google. And I can see, let's see, a metallic gold. What is this one? So we got D4AF37. D4AF37. So D4AF37, right? So there's a good gold. Take that metallic smoothness all the way up. Look at that. Now drag that on. And I got a gold tabletop. Pretty easy.
That's awesome. I didn't know about that color thing, the coding. That's awesome.
Right? And I'm not using any textures. So if you create your own little bases, your own little colors, that's how you can create your own texture. And that doesn't really weigh heavy on the world because there's no texture involved. I didn't even mean to talk about that. Yeah, Head, I'm sorry about that, guys. I hit 45 and I think it ended up just starting at 5 o'clock. So my apologies on that. But anyway, hopefully you learned something new on that today, and how to turn down a texture. So to turn down a texture, you just click on the object that already has a texture. It'll pull up a list of different textures. So there's base, normal, metallic. I'm going to go into that later. But I wanted you to be aware of how to keep your textures low throughout the project so that you don't have to go through 100,000 items later and turn them all up and down. And when you're turning your textures down, see, I click on it here and it highlights this gingham, whatever that texture was I got from that website. This is where it says max size. It always defaults to 2K. So don't ever go too fast. Don't go straight to 32. Because when you do, sometimes getting the texture to go back up doesn't always work when it's in compressed mode. But now that I've turned these textures down, I'm going to go outside. The other thing